In a secluded village nestled in the mountains, there lived a young man named Hiroshi. Though Hiroshi was strong and intelligent, he was restless and filled with a deep longing for more in life. He often wondered why, despite his efforts, fortune seemed to elude him. Hiroshi heard tales of a wise Zen master who lived in a temple high above the clouds. The master was known far and wide for his profound teachings and mysterious ways. Determined to find the answers to his troubles, Hiroshi embarked on a journey to seek the master's guidance. After days of travel, Hiroshi arrived at the temple. The master, a venerable old man with a serene presence, welcomed him without words, only with a gentle nod. Hiroshi, eager to explain his purpose, began speaking of his frustrations, his struggles, and his desire to change his fate. The master raised his hand, signaling Hiroshi to stop. "Come," the master said softly. "Let us have tea." Confused but obedient, Hiroshi followed the master to a small, humble tea room. The master began to prepare the tea, moving slowly and deliberately. Hiroshi, impatient and anxious, couldn't understand why they were not discussing his problems. The silence was unnerving. As they sat in silence, the master poured tea into Hiroshi's cup until it was full, and then continued pouring. The tea overflowed, spilling onto the table and the floor. Alarmed, Hiroshi exclaimed, "Master, the cup is full. No more will go in." The master stopped pouring and looked into Hiroshi's eyes. "Just like this cup," he said, "you are full of your own thoughts, opinions, and desires. How can I teach you anything unless you first empty your cup?" Hiroshi was taken aback. He realized the wisdom in the master's words and nodded in understanding. For the first time, he sat quietly, his mind open, his heart ready to receive. As Hiroshi sat in silence, he contemplated, how often do we find ourselves so full of our own thoughts and desires that we leave no room for true understanding? How many times have we missed the wisdom that silence can bring? Could it be that in our pursuit of answers we overlook the power of simply being still and silent? The master began to speak, but not of Hiroshi's troubles. Instead, he told the young man a story. "Many years ago," the master began, "a great samurai sought my guidance. He was fierce in battle, feared by many, but he was troubled. Despite his power, he felt lost, unable to find peace. He came to me, demanding answers, but I said nothing." The master paused, letting the weight of his words settle in the air. For days, the samurai waited in silence, growing more frustrated. But gradually, he began to notice the things he had once overlooked: the rustling of the leaves, the distant call of a bird, the stillness of the mountains. In that silence, he found clarity, and in clarity, he found peace. Hiroshi listened intently, understanding that the master was offering him the same lesson. The path to wisdom the master was teaching was not through the noise of our desires, but through the silence of our minds. Hiroshi returned to the village, a changed man. He no longer spoke of his desires or complained of his misfortunes. Instead, he practiced silence, observing the world around him, listening more than he spoke. In time, people began to seek his counsel, drawn to the quiet strength that emanated from him. Without uttering a word, Hiroshi found that he received more respect, more understanding, and more of what he had long sought than he ever did through words. The story of Hiroshi and the Zen master teaches us a profound truth. Silence is not just the absence of sound, it is a gateway to deeper understanding, a path to true wisdom. In a world filled with noise, the ability to stay silent, to listen, and to observe can be the most powerful tool we have to get what we truly want in life. So the next time you face a challenge or seek an answer, Remember Hiroshi's lesson. Empty your cup, embrace silence, and let the wisdom of the moment guide you. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more ancient wisdom and insights that apply to our modern lives. And remember, the greatest truths are often found in the quietest moments.